We'll talk you through it.
Johan, do you want to start by saying just a few words?
Well, welcome to the press conference. Well, I'm very, very happy and very proud of my boys here, my team. I mean, what can you wish for a debutant like Tyler? Right, really sweet stroker. He surprised a lot of people. Then the old guy, veteran.
Hey man.
You know, he brings a lot of experience. He brought a lot of experience to the team, which is incredibly important. Not only at the table, but also in the practice room. Oh, this guy, Billy, the warrior. He fought hard. The MVP, Skylar. He needed to show up on the third day, and he did. So that was incredible. It was actually probably our most important day. And then in the end, of course, Jeremy, my vice captain. I mean, without him, he's an encyclopedia of pool, and you know, he's one of the few guys that understands me, that can actually add something to the team and to me. So that's very important. To him, I come later. We made a lineup for the last day. We have an anchor man in the front and an anchor man in the back, and everything else would be bonus. Unfortunately, we struggled a little bit to go for the finish line, but our anchor man kept it up, and you know, I think it's just amazing to have a guy like Shane in our midst. He shows us every day what a true professional should look like. And I'm so happy for him that he actually sealed the cup. He stayed cool. He played a great combination, and that's how we won the cup. So that's my story of today. I think my vice captain definitely has something to say also.
If you got to watch in Russia, it kind of started there as a team. We had 8. It had to get kind of knocked down to 5 at some time or another after the Virginia tournament. But as far as Shane's concerned, if you watched him play in Russia, you knew this was something he wanted. Along with the rest of the guys, I learned so much. We all had an angel on our shoulders, the guy back home. He kept us going, kept us motivated, and hats off to these 5 is all I can tell you. It was a pleasure. I've said it all week. Trying hard is so fun to watch.
Any questions for any of the players?
Johan, talk about Jeremy Jones. I think people really maybe haven't mentioned him too much, but what value did he bring to the team when you added him? And was he sort of the link to help you like communicate with these guys, you know, in the American lingo and all that sort of thing, or was that?
First of all, you know, I'm looking for things that I don't have in me. So there's feeling, a lot of table knowledge, a table experience. So that I was looking for in a guy. Then I need a pure and genuine character, and this guy is pure and genuine. So he's been. When I asked him, he immediately said yes, which I'm very grateful for. And he, you know, every time when I need to be aware of the behavior of players or the attitude or body language, where I'm looking for, he's looking at table things, sweet strokes, you know, and so we can both do a couple of different things, which makes us, I think, a great team. And next to that, you know, we can also open a restaurant.
Yeah, short order cook.
Best cookers in the world.
Chef. Yeah, great stuff. There's just no, I just can't explain how much he means to the team and to me in the work, in his knowledge, his personality, being there, completely passionate and crazy about pool. So that's what we need. Thank you very much, Jerry.
Yeah, no worries.
Sky, last year to this year, last year was not your best performance. I mean, you've been the up-and-coming guy for the last couple of years. Last year was not a great show for you. What did you do differently this year, mentally and physically, and how did that drive you this year?
Well, I can't play any worse than last year, that's for sure. So that's a plus. I had to plus on this year. But I have to give a big thanks to Johan for sure. shoot, I've had people tell me about sweet strokes and all this, but never made sense. And probably 4 years, even last year with Johan, I'm just like, man, I can't, still ain't 100% this year. And I start to feel it. I feel it more and more. And I think Johan for sure for giving me, helping me out with, to develop my stroke even more. I think he's the key to helping me get to where I'm at this year.
I'm not totally agree because he also changed something in his life. He got more committed. Please tell about it.
I did get more committed. I quit drinking and started practicing more.
There you go.
But tonight I am gonna have a couple beers.
I won't Shane, how much does this mean to you, having played in all the years that you played? Some years ended with some real frustration on your part, but to see everybody come together and then to be in that position to sink that final 9, try to run through your feelings.
I mean, it means a lot to me that, you know, we work hard together, and I have learned a lot from all these guys right here, and it made me feel like that I'm going to become a better player, and more importantly, I have learned, you know, we all get along, we all respect each other's, we respect the other teams as well, and that's important, and you know, and that's why we won. I mean, it was just we were working hard together, and I'm just so proud of these guys. You don't even know.
Tyler, can you tell us about the value of coaches' help and support? What words did they say in difficult moments?
Oh, you know, just again keep the sweet stroke. You know, focus on the break is a big thing that Johan always says. You know, simple pool was kind of our thing that we did this week. Just keep the pattern simple, which I didn't do in my last match, clearly. But you know, these two are great. They did so many little things behind the scenes that nobody else saw to really get us to where we needed to be. I mean, we trained together for about 6 months, and I mean, it was an unbelievable ride. These guys are amazing, all of them.
Billy, I'll pose this to everybody. I'll start with you, but you guys really had to make a commitment this year to a program. You know, for a 1-week tournament, you guys spent a lot of months practicing. There were a lot of demands made on you, and I know, you know, at the beginning it was like, is this worth it? Is this, you know, tell me what that was like, and has it been worth it?
We put a lot of hard work in. You know, we all have traveled overseas this year, some of us for the first time ever. You know, it was just amazing. And like we always say, Coach Johan, he's helped, like Skylar said, he's helped us develop our strokes out to be sweet and smooth. And we got Jeremy, you know, he's just the knowledge of pool, like you said, encyclopedia. It's just amazing, man. And we, you know, we're all playing great and playing like some of the best pool of our lives, and it paid off. All the hard work and preparation that we did has paid off for us to win this Mosconi Cup.
Anybody else comment on the same topic?
All I'm going to say is we're going to be just as dedicated or more dedicated next year, because a lot of people said, you know, coach doesn't make a difference, the players are hitting the balls. You know, that couldn't be further from the truth. You know, you got a dog leading 100 lions, they're going to die like dogs. You know, but if you got one lion leading 100 dogs, they're going to fight like lions. You know what I mean? So that's what we did, really did. This guy.
Anybody record that? Because I'm going to want the transcript.
Got it. He is unbelievable. You know, he really brought us together. Jeremy as well. I mean, this group of guys is unbelievable. We had a blast.
Corey,
you played in a lot of Mosconi Cup teams. Where does this team rank for you in those?
Well, I told these guys earlier in the week, I said, guys, this might be one of the strongest teams I've ever played with. And I really mean that. I mean, as far as all the guys, everybody, you know, when I'm watching them all hit balls, they were all really in stroke, you know. And I just got to say that's got to have, you know, from Johan's help and Jeremy's help, you know. So, man, the guys played really good this year, and I'm so proud of them.
Good guys?
Yeah, I'm good for right now.
Yeah,
yeah,
like some pictures
thank
up.
you.
I'd like to thank our driver.
Good
job, Alan.
We bumped it in the freaking car. Man. We was bumping the country boy song. The country boy song. Put a dip in.
Correct.
Guys, and could you tell, please, not even a couple of words about Emily, who took care about you all those days?
We love Emily.
Emily gave us the Gucci treat. We got the Gucci treat.
We all want to marry Emily from now.
Thank you.
Yeah, just one more, guys. So you guys are here in London, right? Raucous crowd, away from home. Just kind of curious if you guys have a message to the fans back in the United States that have been following along, rooting you guys on from afar. And I'll pose that question to any of you guys.
We couldn't have done it without them. Pretty plain and simple.
You know, nowadays, especially youth, but also me, we live by our phones, right? So that's what they do all the time. They watch the Facebook, they watch the comments, and there was so much support. At least I think Billy can tell more about that. But there's a lot of support being from all over America, and you know, that's just it's good to read. It's the home country of pool. There's so many people that are interested in pool and are passionate about pool, and to give our support, that was really good help and really good to see and to feel. Absolutely.
Thank you to all the fans back home.
That's right.
You guys
Thank
mean
you
the world
guys.
to us.
Thanks all
For sure.
You wouldn't be here without him.
Yeah.
John, do you think that this could, or any of you guys think this could really change pool in America? So people can see that this process you always talk about, that really works. You know, this kind of training and skills and fundamentals that you impart.
It's a start. There's two lines. I mean, look at the guy next to me. He's mostly self-educated, and he plays as one of the best in the world. And there's guys that if you practice with kids, you start at a young age, you educate them well, then you have a bright future. And that's what I want to show. Not so much these guys. These guys already were great players. You know, if you just add 2%. That's a lot, but especially when you start working with youth. And I hope everybody understands it now. Educate the youth to become good players. Don't tell them bullshit. Don't make them go into pool halls when they're not ready for it. They can play exercises, and when they're ready for it, make them play games and matches, and then they'll enjoy it much more.
That's good.
Like that.
That's great. Thank you guys. Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Congrats, gents.